26 points, 11 rebounds, 11 of 14 shooting for Jrue Holiday in game two. And this set the tone, man. Just as easy as it gets. A lot of baskets from Jrue are just created from him moving off of the basketball so far in this series. But this sets the tone, man. Just an easy kick ahead pass from Derek White. Nobody picks up Jrue Holiday. Not sure whose assignment that was, but that's kind of when you know the game's going to start out really good for you. This next possession is really the epitome of what this series has been so far, and it's the Mavs' inability to contain the basketball, to contain dribble drives opportunity. If you're not new to the channel, you know that's the name of the Celtics game. They want to drive, they want to kick out to their shooters and create scramble situations, and Boston has been doing that so far in this series, and that's why they are up 2-0. So here we just know, like Jason Tatum knows, if I try my best, I can get by Luka Doncic. We're going to see him drive left here. Daniel Gafford initially matched up with Jrue Holiday, and then we're going to see he's going to get passed off to Derek White, and then Derek Jones' assignment is going to be Jrue Holiday. But as we see, Derek Jones is in an overhead position. He's 2 feet in the paint, has eyes on Jrue Holiday, but he knows, like, I'm going to have to be here to stop Tatum from getting to the rim, because that's what Dallas's game plan has been all series, is stopping Jason Tatum. We're going to see here, just in a little bit of an overhelp situation, him and Gafford kind of overreacting, and then a nice kick out there from Tatum, and you just see Derrick Jones Jr. just knows, like, I have to overreact to Jrue Holiday because he's lethal from these corners. He's been a great three-point shooter all year. Gets him up in the air, and there's just Jrue Holiday being Jrue Holiday. A nice finish there over the top of Daniel Gafford. This next play is going to look extremely similar, but this time it's Jaylen Brown creating the initial dribble drive situation. So we're going to see him drive here, kick out to Peyton Pritchard, and then Peyton Pritchard on the second drive is what really gets the defense in a scramble situation. Everybody overreacts again to Jrue Holiday, and it looks so similar. It's almost the same exact move that got him the bucket the first time. But, you know, you see this time Maxi Kleber, just completely overreacting to Peyton Pritchard's drive. Great drive there by Peyton Pritchard. Good eyes there to find Jrue Holiday. And then Derrick Jones Jr., once again, the guy has to overreact to Jrue Holiday, overplay it a little bit. And then Jrue Holiday sneaks in, no shot blocking inside. Nice finish. The first thing that makes the Celtics such a deadly team is their ability to not only space the floor, but really manipulate spacing in different ways. Here, it's pretty much 5 out. Al Horford's going to set a little flex screen here for Jason Tatum. But Jrue Holiday knows, like, you know, he's getting guarded by P.J. Washington, and he's also very capable of driving the basketball and finding guys open or finishing, as we've seen in the first couple clips. So Jrue Holiday just knows, like, look, he's overplaying the top side already, so I can just drive by, and it's going to create some type of scramble situation on the backside just because of the amount of space that's there. People are going to overreact. So we see Jrue drive the basketball. Maxi Kleber, like, immediately jumps over. Tatum, nice job there cutting. Al Horford with the screen up top. Almost looks like a set play. Really good look there. And then Jrue Holiday moving without the basketball. Just a smart play. Just knowing, like, all the eyes that are committed to Jason Tatum. As soon as he catches it, like, everybody overreacts there. Derrick Jones Jr., Maxi Kleber. P.J. Washington here, kind of in no man's land. It's like, do I go up to Al or do I stick with Jrue Holiday? And he decides to kind of stay up with Al Horford, and it's just an easy drop-off pass for Jrue Holiday. The Celtics have made the dunker spot cool in this series. Like, I'm usually not a big fan of the dunker spot, but not the podcast, but the actual basketball term, the dunker spot, because the podcast is cool. But, man, it is really exciting to see, like, how Joe Mazzulla and his team have utilized Derek White, who we see in the corner, and Jrue Holiday in a dunker spot. Like, almost deserves a separate video, man, because I'm so fascinated with this concept. You know, still, you know, four out spacing, but having a guard in a dunker spot brings Lively away from the basket. You know, whether he's guarding Porzingis, here's cross match with Tatum, but, you know, he's been guarding Horford. Him and Gafford they've been guarding Porzingis. It brings those bigs away from the basket, and then, you know, a lot of times it's been Derek White in the dunker spot too, which will bring Kyrie Irving down or a smaller guard down, or sometimes it's Luka that's down there. This time it's P.J. Washington down there, which can, you know, block shots, but not really known as like a pure rim protector. So it brings a lot of easier opportunities for one Tatum, who's been good at getting by his man. Jaylen Brown's been good at getting by their man. And then there's just no backside help. So you just see, like, the overreaction to the defense. You get Jrue Holiday another layup. But really just want to focus on, like, the overreaction. Like, P.J. Washington is already stepping up as Tatum is, making his move to get by Lively. And it just makes for an easy layup. There's no rim protection at all. And Jrue Holiday is a great finisher, especially in this reverse layup. Like, he's done this like 4 or 5 times in this series. Like, it looks so similar because he just keeps getting these same looks. Another example, and there's just a couple issues for the Mavs. One, when Jrue Holiday's going like this, he can attack. We saw him attack earlier, create an opportunity that ended up getting him a layup. And we're seeing them attack again, with Luka Doncic being the man guarding him. Luka Doncic has really struggled in this series guarding in space because you see the space. KP in the strong side corner, Jaylen Brown opposite side of the floor, Tatum being right here, Derrick Jones Jr. has to commit, and Luka Doncic just not really knowing, or not really just being capable of guarding these guards one-on-one in space. And then the key part, once again, we get back to the dunker spot. Derek White being down here, PJ Washington being the low man again, and it just creates another opportunity for Jrue Holiday to blow by, get to the rim, and a pretty easy finish for him. Containment of the basketball again, and I like this from Kyrie Irving. He's noticing, like, look, they're putting these guards down in the dunker spot. Gaff, you stay. You see Kyrie pointing, you stay. Jrue Holiday's down there. I'll take Horford in the corner, but it still starts with the inability to contain the basketball. And Jrue Holiday's his floor awareness, man, like manipulating the spacing is very key. Even though he's in the dunker, he knows, like, look, when JB starts his drive, I can easily, stay or clear out, which he stayed a couple times and got layups, or he can clear out and the ball will eventually find you when the Celtics get into their rotations. So we see here, blow by there, Kyrie, notices Gafford has to step up. So Kyrie stepping down to get with Jrue because Drew's got a couple layups off of these opportunities. And then we're just in scramble mode. Just watch it play out. White kicks it. Tatum, secondary drive, out to Jrue Holiday. Open three. It's money. Another great thing about Jrue Holiday, he just does the dirty work too. Like, the type of work that, Marcus Smart used to do in Boston all those years. Just, creating extra possessions. And Jrue Holiday can do that too. Like, he's a champion for a reason. Here we're going to see another drive from Tatum. All these bodies have to commit to Jason Tatum. Even Luka Doncic is trying to commit to Jason Tatum. And then it's a kick out, and then the overreaction. You see 2 bodies flying at Derek White, and nobody down there to get the rebound. Jrue Holiday, right place, right time. Nice find to find Tatum for the and-1. Fast break opportunity here for Jrue Holiday. Starts with Jaylen Brown, knocking the ball away from Luka. And then you got to respect Al Horford being able to push the basketball 6'10". Like, that just kind of puts a different dynamic on a fast break for the Celtics when you got your 5-man being able to push the break. And then Kyrie Irving is the guy that has to commit to stopping the basketball because Jrue Holiday's running with him too. So one of the easier buckets for Jrue in this series. The Celtics manipulating that floor spacing once again, having KP high. And this time it is, a 4-out situation with Tatum being the guy attacking, in the mid-post. And Lively just automatically is committing a body there. Like, he's like, okay, I'm going to protect this paint. And KP spacing the floor at like 27 feet. Jaylen Brown being ball side, spacing the floor. Just Jrue Holiday out of the slot. When Tatum starts to get in a little bit of a bind, he cuts right there from the slot. Nobody has eyes on him. Just a smart play and another nice finish. Championship play right here. It's an 8-point game, 4:10 left. Dallas still has a fighter's chance, to kind of make this a ball game at this point. And Jrue Holiday, the clip started a little early, but Jrue Holiday got a deflection on the Luka pass going up the court. And just look at the hustle there. Make that pass difficult. Derek White gets the steal. And Jrue Holiday, big guts right there to take that shot and knock it down. Like, that was a big-time play in this game, man, because Dallas had a chance to cut it to 6, maybe 5. That was a big-time play right there. And this last play we're going to look at really signifies Jrue Holiday's impact. He's in the corner right here. Tatum's going to drive strong to the right, go for a dunk. Ball gets knocked away from him. I'll just let it play out. Jrue Holiday being in the right place, right time. A secondary drive. Kicks it out to Derek White, who knocks down the 3. And it's plays like that, the little things that just really show Jrue Holiday's impact. Didn't even get into the defense, the 11 rebounds. But you can argue he's been the key reason why the Celtics are up 2-0 in the NBA Finals.